We're here with Coach Eric Borba, current head baseball coach of Orange Lutheran High School, and just recently named assistant coach of USA Baseball for the 12U national team. So congrats, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. It's truly an honor. It was element of surprise. I was shocked. I didn't know what to say. To be honest, I thought at first it might be a friend just kind of playing a prank on me. But Rick Riccobono first called me back in June, and we talked a little bit about the National High School Invitational that we're going to go to in March, and then he mentioned to me that they had an interest in me coaching with the national team, and he asked if I had any interest, and there was no hesitation. It was absolutely. I would be more than honored to be able to put on that USA jersey and represent the country, and so he asked me if I'd start getting involved, and I believe it or not, I told him I better call my wife and make sure I can get out of town and miss these weekends, and then about 30 seconds later, it hit in and said, no, I'm in. I don't need to talk to my wife. I know my wife's got my back, and she's behind me 100% as she's been for 11 years of marriage. And I was just, from that element of surprise, it just turned into excitement and just couldn't wait to get going with it. I take a lot of pride in talking to our kids about hard work and sacrifice, and to be able to be named as a national coach it makes me reflect on the past 16 years as a head coach and all the time put in and the sacrifices by my family, my wife being supportive. And when I was younger, I was working nights and I was doing whatever I could to make two ends meet, to supply for my family, provide for my family, and to be able to coach baseball. And looking back, when I was working graveyard shifts back at Safeway in Northern California just to make coaching baseball work, and it was a struggle. My wife was home alone with my son, my firstborn. And just all those times and sacrifice, there's a lot of time put in by us as coaches. All the hard work that our assistant coaches put in, and the team, you know, this is just a culmination of a lot of people. The administration at the schools I've been at, especially here at Orange Lutheran, and their support. When I first called Todd Eklund, our athletic director, and mentioned to him, he was all on board for it, and just the support that everybody has shown for it. So it's not just an honor to me being asked to coach. I think it's an honor to all the parents, the players, the administration, everybody that's had a piece in me getting to where I'm at now. And this is just a great honor, and to have this opportunity is a tribute to all of them. I always try to be a sponge and learn from every situation that I'm in, every experience that I have, and I think the opportunity to coach on a national level, to go overseas, see how other countries go about their business, the dedication, the hard work that they put in, and how they do things different. Anything that can develop my experiences, to develop my knowledge that I can bring back here to school to these kids in the classroom and on the baseball field, is only going to make us better at everything we do. I think it starts with my dad. As most baseball players and coaches would say, you know, their dad put the ball in the glove in their hand at a very young age, and my dad coached me through Little League. And then that experience combined with Mike Sweeney, who was on our coaching staff last year, those guys really taught me the game, and they've been definitely the most influential, I think, from a higher end level of coaching. Coach John Geltz at Sonoma State, who I played for and was able to coach with, who's got over 800 victories in Division II baseball, was very influential on the actual baseball side and dealing with personalities and how to go about coaching. So those three guys definitely played the most influential part in my life. For Orange Lutheran to have its head baseball coach named to the national coaching staff, I think is an honor. It's a feather in the cap to all of the administrators, all the faculty, the teachers, the trainers, strength and conditioning coaches, everybody that helps to make our program run, which is a lot of pieces. They all work their tails off, and they're behind the scenes a little bit, but for us to have the success that we've had on the baseball field and being able to go across the country and play against some of the best high school teams in the country is because of all the hard work they put in. For our kids to be able to play on a national level, again, it's an opportunity for them to be seen by colleges on the East Coast. It's an opportunity for them to see how they measure up against players across the country. I know with media and newspapers and everything, they read a lot about other players across the country, and they look at those top 100 draft picks, and they read about these guys. But the opportunity to travel across the country, play against them, see how they stack up against them, and represent Orange Lutheran is just an amazing opportunity for them. I think the first time I actually put that jersey on and take the field and hear the national anthem being played overseas in another country, a lot of people have talked to me about that feeling, and as much as you can talk about it, I don't think anybody can describe it. So I just can't wait to put that jersey on, get overseas, get on the foul line, and suit up with a bunch of American citizens going out to play our national pastime. I mean, this is America's game, and the opportunity to represent our country is just an amazing blessing. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. I'm truly blessed. I had the opportunity of meeting Rick Riccobono a couple years ago when we went to the NHSI in 2012. And everything they do at USA Baseball is first class. So to be part of that organization is very special. And I'm very humbled about the opportunity. And I thank everybody at USA Baseball for giving me this chance.